guys, there is a 7 second delay on this broadcast, so I'm just waiting to make sure. Perfect. I can hear myself. Guys, agents, soon to be agents, broker owners, team leaders, you're on this video, and I'm so glad the lighting is working out perfect because I didn't even check that. You're on this video because you're just trying to learn real estate. You're trying to gather as much information, whether you're a new agent, team leader, broker owner, etc., and you're looking for that little nugget that's going to help your sales process. Well, you've come to the right channel, because in this channel, that's what I go over, those little nuggets. And today's video is what to ensure the seller is doing while the buyer is doing their inspections, investigations, and reviews. Some states call it due diligence. Oklahoma, state I practice in, inspections, investigations, and reviews. And there's things that you want, there's items, there's accomplishments, there's goals that sellers should absolutely be doing while the buyer's doing the appraisal, doing the inspection, doing the follow-up inspections, if anything else popped up, stuff like that. And those nuggets, those expectations, those communications between you and the seller as a great, powerful listing agent, that's what you're going to want to do, and you're going to learn what those steps are in this video. So let me randomly look over here to the right because I don't have my B-roll ready, and there it is right here. Let's take a short B-roll break. My wife told me that is the horriblest music for that B-roll ever. That's the best I could come up with. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not new to the channel, thanks so much for stopping by. If you're on today's live and you've got comments, put them in there, and I will definitely check the comments before I sign off today. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Josh Barnett. I am a real estate agent and at eXp Realty. I use this channel and my Facebook group, because it goes live to both at the same time, to help agents succeed, to help agents get to that next level, along with all the tools that eXp Realty has to offer. The team of agents and I that I work with at eXp Realty, I just want to data dump the nuggets that I've learned over the last 15 years. Over 600 transactions I've personally taken care of over the last 15 years, and I've been a part of 1,400 transactions, so I've seen a lot, and I'm learning new stuff every day. So I just want to be able to give that to you to help your real estate career go to the next level. And if you really want to take your real estate career to the next level, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about how eXp Realty can help you accomplish that. Now, let's get in today's video, and let me grab this cool little overlay that I made. Oh man, I am so sorry. The window blew the camera out. That's funny. So while the seller and the buyer are under contract, they're in an agreement, the buyer's doing inspections. Is the seller just supposed to sit down and do nothing? No, of course not. No, there are 4 things that I want to talk to you about today that a seller can do while the buyer is getting their inspections done to ensure that a good, smooth, easy closing is accomplished. And that's the goal. As real estate agents, I made a list today. There's 48 things that we can do to help sellers get the closing, that we add value to the transaction. And today we're going to go over one of those 48 things in detail that the seller can do while they're under contract, why the buyer is doing the inspections, investigation, reviews. Let's get into it. So the first thing I could think of was coordinating the title work. So Oklahoma's an abstract state. And those 48 states who don't know what that is, just comment down below and I'll put some info in there. Or just look it up, just Google it. You know, Oklahoma's an abstract state. So while the abstract's getting built and the title's getting ready to get reviewed, the seller themselves, they need to reach out. You as an agent, you need to coordinate the seller and the title company getting together and chatting about the title work, because sometimes the sellers didn't leave the abstract at the abstract bank. They might have taken it with them, and if they did that and they can't find it, well, we got to get that built. Or if you're dealing with a manufactured home, then we need to make sure to get the title, the green title certificate to the title company if it's being sold with a title, and that manufactured home's title wasn't released. So get the seller in touch with the title company, get them communicating, get them talking about where's the seller going to move to, what's the forwarding address, is the seller going to want to wire funds after closing, is there a dog in the backyard that the title company needs to be aware of for the surveyor to come by and do the mortgage inspection certificate. Those are things you as a great listing agent are going to be making sure get done to help the process out, to get to a smooth closing. All right, that was number one. Number two that I thought of today, right before I made this, is ensure that the home is home inspection ready. You know, don't have the house all pigpen looking. Don't have the house all well lived in. Keep it open house ready. I tell sellers all the time, for the inspections, we need it open house ready, because that is when a buyer is truly going to fall in love with the house, during those inspections. So get those bathrooms deep clean. Get those kitchens deep clean. You know you're not supposed to be cooking in that kitchen once you're on the market. Don't you tell those sellers, it's time to eat out. It's time to order room service. Do not cook when you're trying to sell your house. It's no longer yours. You know, do the vacuum again. Don't let Fluffy in the house. I don't care how much you love Fluffy. Send Fluffy to a neighbor. Do not let Fluffy in the house. Send him to a neighbor. We need this home open house ready until the inspections are all completed. So make sure the home is inspection ready is number two, that you can make sure seller is doing to the best of your abilities as a great listing agent. And then number three, what you want the seller to do is you want to be sure to get that seller to give the mortgage payoff information to the title. Kind of runs along step one, but it's different, because you've got to get that information. They need the loan servicer's number. They need the loan servicer's fax email. They need the seller's last four typically. They need to know the loan account number. You got to get the seller to give that to the title company so the title company can order the 14-day payoff. You don't want any delays over a payoff. For example, personal example, 2 days before I closed on one of my houses, the loan servicing rights changed. What? And this was back in 2009, 2010. This was back during, right after the housing bubble, the first cause of mess up. I'm not even going to go in there. Back when the bubble burst, supposedly, and the federal government bailed out the bankers, but not the people. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about. So I got a buyer for my home finally, and I'm getting ready to close. Everything's going good. The title company goes, "Hey, they changed loan servicers. We need your help getting the payoff." 2 days before closing. The hoops, the problems, the stress on my end as a seller that I had to go through to get that to the title company was such a pain in the rear. So you want to, as a good listing agent, they're paying you very good money, and they want you to do a good job. They're hiring you to make their job easier. You're in the service industry. Make sure that seller gets the loan payoff information to the title company for a smooth closing. That's item number 3. And then item number 4, people don't really think about it. People don't really think about item number 4. You want to make sure that seller is scheduling the movers to come pick up the house. You know, a lot of movers need notice. A lot of movers might need 2 weeks notice. They can't just, especially if it's an interstate move, if you've got people moving from horrible, tyrant states moving to the freedom state of Oklahoma, those tyrant moving states may have long wait lists to get the seller's stuff packed up, loaded up, and out of the house. And If your contract says closing, funding, and possession all on the same day like Oklahoma does, that means closing, funding, and possession. The sellers, the stuff needs to be out of the house. In Oklahoma, the stuff needs to be out of the house. Usually a day before is really best practice. So make sure, as a good listing agent, you're helping remind the sellers in a good way. You're not being overbearing. You're not being a pest. It's your job. This is what they hired you to do. Get them to coordinate those movers so they're packed up and gone the day before closing. Don't shut off any utilities. Don't cancel any home insurance. Don't do any of that. Just get the house vacant and get the final clean done. And then along the same lines, make sure they coordinate. They have someone connected with the house. They have someone scheduled to do the final clean. They've been cleaning real good, but when they move out, there's going to be stuff. There's going to be stuff. There's going to be dust bunnies behind that furniture. There's going to be there's stuff. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. You're a real estate agent. You know what I'm talking about. They need to at least broom and vacuum clean. Is that what it's called? Broom and vacuum clean. They need to sweep up all them dust bunnies and vacuum. At least get it that clean. That means so much to the buyer, and it really helps out that final walkthrough. You don't want to walk through a home on a final walkthrough and just have it dirty. This is the last moment a buyer sees a home before they buy it. You want 100% positives, and as a listing agent, usually on closing days or before the final walkthrough, I got an electric vacuum. This is my electric vacuum. I keep it in the office so that I never forget it. It costs me a couple $100 at Walmart. This thing is battery charged. I take that with me, and I've got a little broom. Let me fix the light. I take that with me. I've got a little broom and dustpan in the closet, or not in the closet, but in my car, and I'll do the vacuum and broom cleaning if I have to. Because as a salesperson, your job is to create the environment, create the emotions, so that everyone is happy and ready to close. That's your job as a salesperson. The paperwork comes along with the job, the knowing the different contractors comes along with the job, but the main job is to reinforce those buying choices, those buying decisions, to make sure that that buyer is super happy at that closing table, and you did their job. You did the reason that that seller hired you. That's today's video on how to be a better real estate agent. Tips and tricks with Josh. Not tricks, more like tips and talks. Yeah, I should call this channel Tips and Talks with Josh as a real estate agent. I hope you found value in this video. Let me switch this over real quick. That's funny. Alright guys, if you found value in today's video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Come on. And if you like these videos so much that you want to know every time I drop one, hit the notification bell. It'll send you an email, and it will put a little red dot on the app for you to let you know that I'm dropping a new video. And as always, if you're ready to start your real estate career or take your real estate career to the next level, schedule a call with me. Give me a call, shoot me a text, schedule a Zoom call down below. I'd love to chat with you about how eXp Realty is the most amazing brokerage I've ever been at. I'm dead serious. I've been at a small independent brokerage. If you're new to the channel, I've been at a large independent brokerage. I've had my own office, and I've been at a national franchise. Hands down, eXp Realty is where you want to be at. It's going to take you to the next level and create that generational wealth that you've always thought of. Alright guys, till the next video, I got some videos popping up right here, and I got some videos popping up right here, and then there's a little subscribe button right over there. I'll see you guys next time. Let me see if there's any comments. Nope, no comments. Alright guys, see ya on the next video.